Ever wondered how the manual transmission system in your car works? It's a question that piques the curiosity of many. To put it simply, the manual transmission system is a mechanical wonder that allows you to control the power generated by your car's engine. It's a fundamental part of any vehicle, ensuring that the right amount of power reaches your wheels at the right time. This system is an intricate dance of gears and clutches, working in harmony to translate the raw power of your engine into smooth, controlled movement. Think of it as the heart of your car, pumping power throughout the vehicle, enabling it to move forward, accelerate, climb hills, and so much more. It's a fascinating system that's been fine-tuned over the decades, and while it might seem complex, understanding its mechanics can be quite enlightening. So buckle up, gearheads and curious minds alike, as we shift into drive and explore this marvel of automotive engineering. Now let's delve deeper into the workings of a manual transmission system. To understand how a manual transmission works, we first need to identify its key parts. Let's start with the clutch. This is essentially the connection between the engine and the transmission system. It's the clutch that allows your car to smoothly engage a spinning engine to a non-spinning transmission by controlling the slippage between them. Next up is the gearbox. This is where the magic happens, so to speak. It's a complex system of gears that allows you to control the power and speed of your car. The gearbox houses various gears with different sizes, and these gears correspond to the various speeds your car can achieve. The larger the gear, the slower the speed, and vice versa. Now let's talk about the shift lever. This is your direct link to the gearbox. When you move the shift lever, you're essentially selecting which gear to engage. In a manual transmission system, you physically move this lever to change gears, hence the name manual transmission. Finally, we have the drive shaft. This is the component that transfers the rotational power from the engine to the wheels of the car. It's like the final messenger in the chain of command, delivering the power from the engine to the wheels, enabling your car to move. But that's not all. There are also synchronizers, which help match the speeds of different gears to allow for a smooth shifting experience, and the flywheel, a heavy metal disc that keeps the engine running smoothly by adding momentum to the crankshaft's rotation. So there you have it. The clutch, gearbox, shift lever, the drive shaft, synchronizers, and the flywheel, the key players in a manual transmission system. Each of these components plays a crucial role in ensuring your car moves smoothly. They work together like a well-oiled machine, with each part playing its role to perfection, ensuring that you, the driver, get the best possible driving experience. The clutch and gearbox are the heart of the manual transmission system. These two components work in harmony to transfer the engine's power to the wheels, allowing you to control the speed and power of your vehicle. Let's start with the clutch. Picture it as a sophisticated dance partner of the engine and gearbox. When the engine is running, it's always spinning, but the wheels aren't always turning. Here's where the clutch comes in. It's what disconnects the spinning engine from the gearbox and the wheels, allowing the car to either stop without killing the engine or to switch gears. Imagine you're driving and you want to change gears. You press down on the clutch pedal, which disengages the clutch. This breaks the connection between the engine's spinning shaft and the gearbox. Now, with the engine still running but disconnected from the gearbox, you can shift gears without any grinding or gnashing of gear teeth. Now let's turn our attention to the gearbox, the other central component of the manual transmission system. The gearbox is the maestro of gear ratios. It changes the gear ratios between the engine and the wheels. This is necessary because the engine has an optimal speed range where it's most efficient and generates the most power. But our driving speeds fluctuate constantly. So to keep the engine in its sweet spot while accommodating different driving speeds, we need a way to change the gear ratios. That's the job of the gearbox. When you select a gear, the gearbox connects a specific pair of gears, one on the input shaft coming from the engine and one on the output shaft going to the wheels. Each pair of gears provides a different gear ratio, allowing for a different speed. So when you're shifting gears, you're actually telling the gearbox which gear pair to connect. And the clutch enables this process by disconnecting the engine from the gearbox for a brief moment. The interplay between the clutch and gearbox is what enables you to control your car's speed and power. It's a beautiful dance of mechanical precision and engineering brilliance, allowing you to conquer the roads with grace and power. Shifting gears in a manual car may seem complicated, but it's actually a straightforward process. Now let's delve into the mechanics of gear shifting. Think of it as a dance between two partners, the clutch pedal and the shift lever. To initiate the dance, the clutch pedal is depressed, which disengages the clutch and disconnects the engine from the gearbox. This allows the shift lever to move freely. As the shift lever is moved to a new position, it adjusts the gear ratio in the gearbox. The gear ratio determines how much power is transmitted from the engine to the wheels. A lower gear ratio delivers more power but less speed, while a higher gear ratio offers less power but higher speed. Once the new gear is selected, the clutch pedal is released, re-engaging the clutch and connecting the engine to the gearbox once more. And that's how you shift gears in a manual vehicle. Now that we've gone through the workings of a manual transmission system, let's summarize. We've explored how the manual transmission is a marvel of engineering, a symphony of gears and clutches, working in tandem to deliver power from your engine to your wheels. Remember, the clutch is the key player. It's your car's unsung hero, the mediator between the engine and the gearbox. It controls the flow of power by connecting and disconnecting the engine from the transmission. Next up, we have the gearbox. A complex jigsaw puzzle of gears, all varying in size and number of teeth. They rotate and interlock, creating different gear ratios to provide the right amount of power for your speed. Lastly, we've uncovered how the shift lever, your manual control, selects these gear ratios. It's your direct line to the mechanical ballet happening beneath you. So there you have it, a comprehensive look at how the manual transmission system in your car works. Next time you're out for a drive, you'll know exactly what's happening under the hood.